Minister, yeah, you've taken measures, but it's self-evident the measures aren't working. We have 600,000 people living on or below the poverty line. We've hundreds of thousands of people utilising food banks. We have hundreds of thousands of people who are in arrears with their energy bills from last year, and we have the highest number of people in emergency accommodation that we've ever seen. And of course those numbers mask the actual reality of the dire housing crisis that we are facing. So you need to do a hell of a lot more, Minister, and your government seem reluctant to do it. And I should say thank you to Sinn Féin for giving us the opportunity to put forward alternative proposals to do that. Number one, okay, this is not your brief, but it has to be done. It is insanity and cruelty to let anybody else end up homeless in the current situation. Now, you can stop people going into homelessness, but your government is equivocating. Even the moratorium you brought in is not comprehensive. So a case I've brought in on multiple occasions into this House, a woman, and this is demonstrative of your failures at multiple levels, and her husband are going to the district court this weekend with their 2 children. He's a working man, worked all his life. They have never claimed anything off the state, ever in their lives. And they're going to be evicted from the home from where they've lived all their lives on grounds of sale. Paid their taxes, paid their rent. With 2 children, one of whom has special needs. But because they're slightly over the threshold for social housing, they're not entitled to HAP. They're not entitled to social housing. There is an open question when they are made homeless, and they are going to be made homeless, whether they're even entitled to emergency accommodation. They go looking on Daft for somewhere to rent. Okay? A single income family, somebody working for a well-known semi-state company, let me put it that way. They go on Daft today, new apartments just completed on the N11, €2,700 a month. 2,700. Totally unaffordable. Okay? They can afford 1,000. Jackie told me she could, if we pushed it, but we would really impoverish them, they could maybe get up to 1,500. Now I repeat, they're entitled to nothing. No HAP support. So they are goosed. Right? Absolutely goosed. And again I've asked the government, will you give HAP payments to people who are over the threshold who can't afford stuff? Nothing done. Will you authorise local authorities to purchase houses where people have faced eviction but aren't on social housing lists because their income are slightly over the thing? No, not done. Right? So they're goosed. And Jackie believes she will be living in her car at the end of the week. Right? I mean, imagine doing that to working people who've worked all their lives, paid their taxes and so on, and they're going to end up homeless. Or people on illness benefits, to cite another case. Not given the fuel allowance. I mentioned the case to you the other day of a man who can't turn down the heating for his wife because she has cancer, but they don't get the fuel allowance because they're on illness benefits, so they didn't get any of the extra payments. Right? Yeah, I've got 3 seconds. Please do something about those things, Minister.